right, Stu Baylor, we're out here at the opening round of the 2024 GNCC series, and you're now team owner. How does that feel?
It's a lot. Like, obviously, I've got a partner on this whole thing and couldn't do it without a good group. But it's been a lot of work, wearing a lot of hats and doing a lot of jobs. And every year it's kind of gotten a little bit busier. I've taken on more roles as a racer between the training facility here, trying to build our clothing brand, the whole 9 yards. And this year everything's working, everything's going successfully, but it's definitely not falling into our laps. There's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes. A lot of people don't see. I usually don't leave the shop until 10, 11 o'clock at night, and usually I'm gone before the wife and kid wake up every day. So definitely got my life poured into this, and it dates back basically to when I rode for Sherco. Like, it kind of turned my life upside down, and I was doing very good. And at that point, I realized I did not want to ride for teams that have the upper hand. When at the end of the day, we're the guys selling the motorcycles. We're the guys we're the guys that are trying to put everything into it, and we're the guys, when we break our neck, it's on us. So, for me, like, I wanted to basically invest in me, and that's kind of what we've got going on. And we've seen a lot of racers try to do this stuff and try to manage, run a team and race. And I think some other guys, we've seen them fail at it, but I don't think any of them knew how to work as hard as I do. And I've always worn a lot of hats, and I've been good at juggling it. And I'm just hoping that it pays off, like, the team and the results. Like last year, kind of year one rebuilding this program, and it was second overall, a couple mechanicals. And this year, like, we obviously know, like, we can't have those, and we replaced a lot of people to hopefully get the right people in those positions. And it'll still be a multi-year learning curve for us, but man, with a second in the National Enduros and the GNCCs last year, I don't think you could come in with a better result, being that year one. So this year, hopefully, it can go up from there.
Since this is round one and you are taking on a lot, even more responsibility you've had before, do you feel like it will affect you at all tomorrow come race time?
I don't think so. Like, as a racer, when you put your helmet on, like, everything else is out of your head. Things come across your mind while you're racing, but when I'm out there, there's nothing else that I'm focused on aside from the track, nailing my marks, remembering the place to make my passes, and trying to manage and execute a clean race. So, when you see, like, last year here, I saw some of I think every single person on the team broke down here due to a fault with the motorcycle, and they all had the same exact issue, and it ended up being a recall. But it was like, when you see your teammates broke down, like, the last couple laps here last year while leading, like, I was waiting for my bike to go, but luckily it didn't. So that stuff can play, like, when you see somebody else broke down, but especially when you're not just a racer and you've got something invested in the program. But no, overall, like, when I line up, like, when the flag drops, the BS stops. Like, that's kind of how it always has been. And the day that I lose that will probably be the day that I hang up the boots.
So I know you got a lot to do, so we're going to ask you one more question. Your team's pretty well stacked. You got the vet, Thad Duvall, on the team, two-time champion Rachel Archer on the team. Just what are your expectations from your team overall? What are you hoping for out of just round one?
Man, I want to come away from here saying we had a solid weekend with all the bikes finishing. If we can do that, if we can keep all these guys together, that's going to be a big step in the right direction. After being out on the track, like, there's not much passing, so it's going to be tough. Like, it'd be easy to get hung up, buried in the pack, and not be able to make some moves to get to the front. And it's one of those places too where it's going to be hard to catch somebody if you get a deficit. So if the results don't show tomorrow, like, realistically, like, everybody here is capable of winning. But if it doesn't happen, I'm happy with everybody being top five, and let's go after championships this year. I think everybody is kind of in the same boat. Like, championships what matters right now. That's what counts, and I think we've got very capable riders across the board of doing that.
Awesome, man. Well, congratulations on the new endeavor, and good luck for the season, and good luck tomorrow.
All right, thank you.